Seguimos. It's a Redskin.
Welcome to Nicholas Adoko blog series. What draws people to socialism? Socialism is a social and economic theory that advocates for public ownership and control of property and natural resources, rather than private ownership and management. Individuals do not live or work in isolation, according to the socialist viewpoint, but rather in collaboration with one another. Furthermore, everything that people create is a social product in some way, and everyone who contributes to the creation of a good is entitled to a portion of it. As a result, society as a whole should own or at the very least control property for the benefit of all of its members. This belief pits socialism against capitalism, which is based on private ownership of the means of production, and allows individuals to choose how commodities and services are distributed in a free market. Socialists argue that capitalism inevitably results in unequal and exploitative concentrations of wealth and power in the hands of the few individuals who emerge triumphant from the free market competition, individuals who then utilize their money and influence to entrench their dominance in society. Because such people are wealthy, they may pick where and how they live, limiting the possibilities available to the poor. As a result, phrases like individual liberty and fair opportunity may have value for capitalists, but they are meaningless to working people who must do the capitalist's bidding in order to survive. True freedom and equality, according to socialists, necessitate societal management of the resources that underpin any society's success. What is socialism? Answering the topic of what exactly socialism is can be difficult, because socialists themselves vary on the subject. It's an amorphous term that refers to a diversified community with many opposing viewpoints. According to common belief, socialism entails government control of the means of production. But this is manifestly incorrect. Many socialists in the past considered themselves full anarchists, who sought to abolish government completely. The concept of worker control is a better definition, at least in terms of the economic side of socialism. The concentration of money and power in the hands of a small number of people has always irritated socialists. They have asked for a fair part of the riches to be distributed to ordinary workers. The specifics differ, but all socialists share a hatred for the class structure, which allows some people to work extremely hard their entire lives and finish up with little, while others get to create money while sleeping just by owning stuff. Socialists believe that if you work for a firm, you should benefit from its success and have a role in how it is run. How socialism works. Socialist political and economic theory was developed with the goal of creating a utopian society. Unlike other economic systems, there is no universal agreement on how the ideal socialist society should operate. There are dozens of different types of socialism, each with its own ideals about economic planning, community size, and a variety of other issues. Regardless of the variances in socialist thinking, all versions advocate for the benefits of intergroup cooperation, while avoiding the evils of competition associated with capitalism. Prices in a capitalist system are determined by the principles of supply and demand. When demand for flour rises, for example, a profit-driven bakery will raise pricing to increase profits. If society's taste for tea declines at the same time, farmers will face lower prices and aggregate production would fall. Some suppliers may even leave the firm in the long run. The quantity produced more or less matches the public's needs, since consumers and suppliers negotiate a new market-clearing price for these commodities. It is the government's job to determine output and pricing levels under a real socialist economy. The problem is aligning these decisions with consumer needs. Central planners, according to socialist economists like Oscar Lange, may avoid severe production inefficiencies by adjusting to inventory levels. As a result, when there is an excess of tea in stores, it signals the need to lower prices, and vice versa. One of the criticisms leveled towards socialism is that, even if government authorities have the ability to modify prices, the lack of competition among producers limits the incentive to do so. Opponents further argue that public production control always leads to a bloated, wasteful bureaucracy. In theory, the same central planning committee could be responsible for pricing thousands of products, making it extremely difficult to react quickly to market cues. Furthermore, the concentration of power within the government has the potential to create an environment in which political reasons take precedence over people's basic necessities. Indeed, although the Soviet Union was allocating massive resources to strengthen its military, its citizens often had difficulty obtaining a range of items, such as food, soap, and even television sets. What draws people to socialism? Socialists have offered many arguments for socialism. Since socialism does not have a single meaning and different people believe in different aspects of it, some arguments may resonate better to some than others. However, here are some of the most important, generally accepted socialist arguments that draw people to socialism. To begin with, they contend that socialism is far more democratic than capitalism. It gives ordinary people, not just wealthy individuals, the ability to make economic decisions. Second, socialists claim that socialism will use our communal resources to meet everyone's basic necessities. Some people would no longer be obscenely wealthy, while others would be relegated to begging on the street. Food, shelter, health care, education, including college, and retirement support would all be decommodified, meaning that they would be provided to everyone regardless of their capacity to pay. Third, advocates claim that socialism would considerably lessen the extreme economic disparities that exist in capitalist countries such as the United States, where CEOs are paid up to 278 times the rate of average workers. According to a recent analysis by the Economic Policy Institute, the highest to lowest paid ratio at Spain's Mondragon cooperatives, which are owned and governed by their workers, is closer to 5-1. Fourth, socialists claim that their economic system will remove the vast wealth disparities that exist in capitalist countries. The economy's commanding heights are owned by a small elite under capitalism. Ownership of primary means of production will be spread and democratized under socialism, according to supporters. According to socialists, the consequence is a profoundly egalitarian, classless economy in which everyone owns something. Finally, socialists say that by reducing, though not fully abolishing, profit-driven economic competition, socialism makes room for a more cooperative, kinder, and less alienating economy that considers workers as individuals, rather than disposable inputs. Final thoughts. In any case, economists have yet to find a truly socialist, for that matter, a purely capitalist society. After all, the United States, which is regarded as one of the world's most successful capitalist economies, employs a variety of socialist-inspired programs to assist its financially disadvantaged residents. For the time being, it appears that mixed economies, which combine socialist and capitalist features, are far more feasible. Kindly like and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content. After subscribing, click on the bell icon to get notified when we post a new video. Thanks for watching, I hope it was helpful. Let me tell you a little bit about Nicholas Adoko Technologies. We help businesses and companies build an online presence by developing web, mobile, desktop and blockchain applications. As a company, we work with your budget in developing your ideas and projects beautifully and elegantly, as well as participate in the growth of your business. We do a lot of freelance work in various sectors such as blockchain, booking, e-commerce, education, online games, voting and payments. Our ability to provide the needed resources to help clients develop their software packages for their targeted audience on schedule is unmatched. Be sure to contact us if you need our services. We are readily available. Contact us via our website